Tom Holland's Spider-Man 3 will be the best out of the MCU Spider-Man movies and possibly one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time. Now, I'm not gonna lie, originally after watching Homecoming, I enjoyed it, and then when Far From Home came out, I was kind of excited, but I wasn't really there for it. I wasn't fully bought into it. Then I watched Far From Home, really enjoyed it. It kind of took me like a couple hours after I saw it to really appreciate it. Then a couple days ago, just watched Homecoming again, and I am fully committed to Tom Holland as Spider-Man for Spider-Man 3. And here's my points for why Spider-Man 3 will be the best out of the MCU Spider-Man movies. One of the biggest complaints people have about Holland's Spider-Man is his villains. But now, Spider-Man has to face the entire city of New York, and the villains he faces in Spider-Man 3 will be created because of Spider-Man. Kevin Feige has even said, "It will be fun to see Spidey back in his element, out of the shadow of Tony Stark." So, they even know what they're doing, and they're ready to finally have Spider-Man face his own villains, and Tony really probably will not be in the picture. Very much maybe a 1 or 2 scenes, but it's not going to be a big focus like it was in the first 2. My only issue with Mysterio is that he is created because of Tony, and he doesn't even really want to hurt Peter. It's just a loose end to him, as he says in the movie, and that's kind of an issue when the villain and the hero wants to stop the villain, but the villain doesn't even really care about the hero. The hero is just a little bit of a, inconvenience in his plan. But now the post-credit scene in Homecoming that teases Scorpion is finally coming together, and the Vulture didn't reveal Peter's identity, either because Peter saved him or he wanted to kill Spider-Man himself. Either way, he didn't tell Scorpion, and now Scorpion and anyone else who wants to squish Peter finally has the info they need. And for the people out there who say that Peter doesn't go through enough trauma and lasting effects for his actions, it's very likely that we see people attacking Aunt May, MJ, or Ned, or other people that he cares about, because the villains now know that they can attack Peter's heart first, then his body. And think of Spider-Man, the original trilogy with Tobey Maguire. This is kind of the thing with Harry and stuff, and why they attack MJ and Aunt May. They're attacking Peter's heart, because that's why he keeps his identity secret in the first place. This is kind of a Batman quote, but the mask isn't for you, it's for them.
When you started, why the mask?
Protect the people closest to me.
So Spider-Man 3 looks like it will fix the problems that people nitpick about the first 2 MCU Spider-Man films. Spider-Man villains will be looking for him, and Peter will most likely lose some loved ones. Plus, the entire city of New York is against Peter, which I hope they dive deep into. I really hope they don't have a Skrull pretend to be Peter and have the real Peter just swing by at a press conference proving that Peter isn't Spider-Man because, he can't be in 2 places at once. But with the Skrulls in the end credits, it feels like something they're setting up. Even if they do something like that, so the public doesn't know that Peter is Spider-Man, I feel like it could still be okay, because the villains will most likely know it's a trick and that Peter is really Spider-Man. And it's very likely we see Michael Keaton return in some sort of role as either the Vulture or not, but he probably will be back in this, and I love a good villain returning in future movies, like Scarecrow in the Dark Knight trilogy. I love those little scenes. So with all that out of the way, let me know what you're excited to see in Spider-Man 3 in the comments below. If you love Marvel, make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.